Many high school athletes strive to play tennis at the highest competitive level, but does it take more than skill and hard work to excel? Cronkite News reporter Stephanie Shields explored some of the reasons behind tennis player success around the Valley.
Countless hours of tennis lessons can add up for high school athletes looking to get extra training. For many who dream of a college scholarship or even a chance to go pro, it takes more than playing on their high school tennis teams. Former Arcadia High School tennis star Jillian Rasmussen is one of the best in the state. In 2017, Rasmussen led Arcadia to the 5A team championship and won the title in doubles. But Rasmussen says her success is due to the nonstop training she's done outside of school.
High school is really fun, and it's like a good learning experience, but it's not nearly as competitive as practice here or the tournaments with the USTA.
Rasmussen trained at a Scottsdale facility for 11 years, and those lessons can be pricey. Data compiled by Cronkite News suggests that high school teams in Arizona who routinely finish in the top 4 of the state tournament come from schools that have lower percentages of students on free or reduced lunch programs. This data suggests that tennis programs thrive in more affluent communities.
If you're actively taking privates and coming 6 days a week, it can cost $800 to $1,000 a month. So tennis isn't cheap.
DC Ranch Village Center here in Scottsdale is one of the many different facilities where high school students can train for tennis. But in other areas of Arizona, like Nogales, facilities like this are uncommon.
You know, there's not a ton of tennis courts, there's not a ton of tennis coaches, so it's a rather small community.
There are 41 public high schools in Arizona with boys tennis programs. Of the 7 schools that had top 4 finishes in team, singles, and doubles more than 5 times in the last 5 state tournaments, 6 of them have less than 20% of their students on free or reduced lunch programs in 2017. Private schools that charge tuition are also very successful. Brophy Prep had 12 top 4 finishes in the last 5 years.
Our top 8 to 9 guys do their own training with either lessons or clinics that they go to. And farther back in the ladder, like there are guys who still go to practice or go to clinics, but maybe go twice a week. Like these guys are regularly going, they're practicing 5-6 times a week.
However, some schools like Nogales High, which has nearly 70% of its students on free or reduced lunch, are able to be successful. The Apache's boys team has 2 top 4 finishes in the last 5 state tournaments.
A lot of the ones that are more serious will actually drive up to Tucson and take their lessons up in Tucson, where there's obviously a significant amount of tennis and coaches and private clubs.
Regardless of whether an athlete gets pricey lessons or not, both Cutler and Chalmers believe high school play provides an opportunity to learn team dynamics and unity, plus gives them a chance to play in college. Jillian Rasmussen, who trained privately for over 10 years, will be playing Division I tennis at Seattle University this fall. In the Broadcast Center, Stephanie Shields, Cronkite News.